Am I streaming? I think I am. Hello. It's been a little bit. It's been a few days, um, and I'm streaming in the morning, which was something that I typically don't do, and that's mostly because um, it's an odd it's an odd moment I'm in right now in terms of like, well, it isn't really an odd moment. I'm just kind of I woke up and I had some free time. I'm like, well, what else am I gonna do? Um, and I don't have access. Something's going on with Box right now, which is what I use to do some of my work, and so I can't really work on that. And I don't want to spend too much time this morning thinking about readings. Um, so even though I should, and I feel a little bit guilty about playing right now, um, because there's maybe other things I should potentially do. It is so early in the morning as well that I don't think it really matters. And I don't think there's too much I'm doing today anyway. So I think there's time for me to play a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV. Not like I tend to play for too terribly long anyway, most of the time. I think, at most I don't anticipate myself going beyond 6 o'clock, to be honest, at this point in time. But before I begin, I do want to address several things. Um, I guess, well, actually, I guess the first thing is that I did think about just so I guess BD some of the comments that had been left on my previous live stream. I tend to not play on the weekends. Um, Although I certainly can, or at least make an attempt to. It's just hard sometimes because I really sometimes like don't know what's gonna go on a particular day until like that day actually arrives. Um, for whatever reason, that's just the way I've kind of like constructed my things. Um, so it's kind of hard to say sometimes. Although I can certainly imagine at some point, potentially even this weekend as well, where I could have some time, maybe in the evenings or potentially even in the mornings as well, maybe even in the afternoons, where I could play some FF14. And so we could definitely like coordinate that or something. And then as far as like mounts to go for, so I have identified one mount from the extreme trials that I think I would like to farm for, um, if I can. The only thing is unlocking them, um, which I'm not too terribly sure how to do. I don't know exactly like. I know that there's some trials that like because you need to do them in extreme version, and in order to do them in extreme unlock you have to unlock them, and there's some of them that I have like unlocked on extreme. Like if I go to my duty finder, um, here, let me see, A Realm Reborn. Wait, does this show trials or here we go, trials? A Realm Reborn. I want to go to. Wait, does this show extreme versions? These are high-end trials. Okay, wait. Okay, so these are high-end trials for A Realm Reborn, right? And I think these are the only extreme versions of those like trials that I have unlocked. And the one I want is, let me see if I could look it up. It's the wind one. Um, ARR. Let me see. It is. I think it's the Howling Eye. Yeah, it's the Howling Eye. So the one I was looking for is the one from the Howling Eye, and I don't exactly know what I have to do in order to unlock the extreme version of the Howling Eye. I looked it up a little bit, and apparently like there's a quest that I have to accept from somebody in the I forget exactly like where it is, but there's a quest from somebody who I have to accept. Is it in Thandalan or is it in... No, I'm in trouble here. Apparently there's a quest from somebody in the Waking Sands, right? Who gives you like the extreme. Oh, it's raining right now. Who in game, not in real life, but there's somebody apparently in the Waking Sands who does give you the quest to unlock the extreme version. I don't know. I went there. I looked at that quest to see if the person had any quests for me to accept. They did have one, and I did accept it, but that wasn't for the Howling Eye, so I don't exactly know. Unless like Primal Awakening leads into it, it might potentially, but I mean, so maybe that this is something I should be doing right now, potentially. Also, are there any events going on right now in FF14? Let's see. There's one seasonal event going on, but yeah, so that was something I was thinking about doing. The Rising, let's see, from Sunday until the launch of patch 6.5. When does patch 6.5 come out? Oh my goodness. You can wait, hold on, you could get a mount from this? Oh. Okay, never mind. Let's I was gonna do MSQ stuff right now, but it seems as though we could potentially get a mount, which, you know, I'm always game for. I'm always game for doing some mount stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I was in my mind right now, like what I was thinking of. I forget exactly the name of the mount, because of course all of them have like different names. But that's what I was thinking of. And I think that's like the main one that I think, like, if I had to sit down and like pick one mount and was like, okay, which one of those mounts from A Realm Reborn that I would really like to go for, I think that would be the one to do. So I did try by myself off stream. I did try to go and do some of these A Realm Reborn trials on Extreme. This one was hard. This one was like, I couldn't do it because just the mechanics for me were quite difficult, and I've never said that I'm a good MMO player, and I'm not a good MMO player, and I'm not. I mean, like, if anyone's seen my stream, and has seen me play in dungeons, you would know that I am lacking in skill, to some degree, to a high degree, maybe even, as some might say, but. The point is that I'm not too terribly that good of a player, so I need to train more and level up more, I think, before I could really do anything. Striking Tree is much easier than this one. This one's just hard. This one, like, the mechanic, like, there's so many things that you have to do, so doing it solo is like, I don't know, for me it was difficult. I couldn't do it. But this one's much easier comparatively. This one's still a bit of a challenge for me, but this one isn't as punishing. This one's just difficult, I think, for me. So, but you know, if it's okay, actually, if people don't mind, if anyone is watching, and if people are watching in the future and they don't mind me not doing MSQ stuff right now, I am actually gonna go and do this quest to unlock this mount. Because it seems like you can get a mount reward from this, and I don't know when patch 6.5 is going to be released. Hopefully it doesn't come out anytime soon, because I want to have some time. No, because I want to have some time to be able to work on this mount without having to really stress out all that much about potentially not getting it. So it looks like, ironically enough, we are going to be going to Thandalan, and we're going to be going to Ul'dah. And so that's where we're going to be going, which is funny because I had legitimately, right now, spent some time trying to get to where I was at right now, but, you know, here I am. So, again, apologies for the strangeness of the hour, as it were, of which I am streaming this game, but again, I just figured I had some time, so I can go ahead and play right now, and I don't have to, I don't know, not necessarily worry about too much, but because I do, there are some things. Is this the person? Let's see, who do I need to speak to? Okay, Kaifia Jakia, I think is what her name seems to be, so. see. At 10.1. Okay, I think it's right here. Oh yeah, there she is. So we'll see what this event is, because I have no idea what this event is, but like I said, if we could get a mount for it, then cool. Oh, this is a 10th anniversary thing. Okay, congrats Final Fantasy 14 on 10 years. Look at her, she's styling as well, she's styling. Oh, okay, she's a reporter, she's a journalist. I feel like we've met a number of these in our journeys. Okay. So who should we be asking? These Midlander Rising attendants. She's cute. Look at this. This is cool. Greetings, adventurer. How may I assist you? You know, I typically play my game when I play games, or just like when I'm doing anything, I typically have my music turned down very low, or just my volume in general. But so I don't know if like the music that kind of like came through this game right now, but it was really cool actually. I mean, it's good music, good stuff. Does this person have anything like that's specifically like relevant for this 10th anniversary stuff? Like what's going on? I gotta look into this a little bit more, because I didn't know that there was, well actually I shouldn't say I didn't know. I mean I kind of knew that there was something going on, but I don't necessarily know everything that's going on. So I don't know exactly like what I could possibly be missing out on if I don't know. I would just like to try and do like what I can. You know, if there's like an event going on, it'd be cool to participate in as much as I can. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and also I think another factor too in like how long I sort of like stream for is just I don't know how long. I might get tired. Like I might just be like, because I mean it is like 4:50, so for me. Wait, no, this is outside of the range. Where is this person? There's one more. Can't be there, can't be there. Certainly not there. Let's open up. Okay. Am I missing something, potentially? I'm being foolish. Is there like nowhere else where this can be? No, I have to be missing something. There's something going on here. There's something I'm not getting. I don't know what it is. What am I not getting? What am I not understanding? Okay. But why do you have me... Oh. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid. I don't know. You see, I was looking for like an NPC that was named like the other NPCs. I wasn't looking for like this NPC, so I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm so, That's on me. That's on me. Where's the gold quartz? Hello, Wandering Minstrel. You know, some would say I'm as a bard, I'm a bit of a minstrel myself, perhaps. Mm-hmm. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, okay, okay. Scroll up. Okay, so where are we going? No, no, no. Okay. Wait, this way. It's crazy. For some reason, I was like, I don't know. I just woke up today and it was like 3 o'clock or something. And sometimes, like, I have those like times where like I just wake up for whatever reason, like super early in the morning. And I mean, I'll explain. I'll explain. 1 second. Wow, that's crazy. All right, let's go to the station. But I think part of the reason is because, and I don't think this should necessarily be like too much consequence anymore because the game's no longer in service. But I used to play Gundam Online and stuff, and of course, because it's a Japanese game, and is only really available in Japan. You can only, like the prime time was like right now. Like right now would be prime time, potentially. Maybe it's a little bit past prime time for Gundam Online, or it would have been a little bit past prime time for Gundam Online. But I think that kind of like got me in the habit of like waking up like super early. But Gundam Online was one of those games where like I could play for hours and hours and hours and like not really care. Um, but yeah, um, so, but that was like 2 years ago, unfortunately. Oh, sounds like maybe it's your brother. With me. Sometimes I kind of like wonder like what I would change my character to a little bit if I had the chance to go ahead and like uh I don't know, like redo my character customization or anything. Oh, it's Samel Makote. Not that I would change too much. I just kind of like I wonder like would I put like markings on my character's face or something, or Grimace. You see, that's what I'm like right now, like trying to prepare myself for the trials, the extreme trials, to do them by myself. I'm like, I gotta grow stronger. No, I'm kidding. She's pointing. Ooh. Oh, it took us back here. Cool, way to go. None too gentle, so she probably wasn't gentle then. Ooh. Nachgai. What's this person wearing? Examine. Is this cool? That's cool. A little bit cute. Oh, are you gonna adventure with him? Okay, so here's my thing, right? Is that and we haven't necessarily, I don't know the full story, right? I don't necessarily know what's going on between the guy and Kif Kaif. I don't know. I Between the brother and the sister, I have no idea what's going on, right? But like my thing is that, and this is just me, this is my thoughts on the story, right? Is that, like, if you're in this kind of relationship, right, between a brother and a sister, right, and you have a little brother, and your little brother is like, I'm trying to win over your approval, and that approval means certain things, right, and potentially is contingent on certain things, and your brother has these ideas of these things based on potentially like the things that you're telling him, right? I guess so what I'm trying to say is that like what are you telling your brother that are giving him these misconceptions, right? Like because at some part like you have a responsibility in this as well, right? To speak to your brother, right? And either better inform them about what you expect or what you're looking for, because your brother has this sense that like they want to win over your approval, right? And I don't know if, I mean, maybe there's something I missed, I'm not sure, because there absolutely could be, but it's like, you know, if you're sitting here and you're kind of like telling your brother, oh, go back home and stuff and like think over like what's going on, and I can't consent of you being an adventurer anymore because you're putting yourself in danger because you feel as though you need to win over my approval by being a solo adventurer rather than like working with a group of people, like, which makes sense. Like, I don't know. I think, I don't know. It's just one of those things that strikes me as being like, I think if you just have better communication and you communicate maybe a little bit more about like what your expectations are potentially of your brother, right? Um, then it could be one of those things. I mean, but there's lots to be said here, right? I think like in this one quest, but I haven't finished it yet. So I mean, I have no idea like potentially where this can go. Um, but I think that it's cool because I think there's a lot to be broken down here about like, what's going on, and what does it mean for people to communicate to one another in like in a good way, um, because yeah, like this person is putting themselves in a dangerous situation, um, effectively trying to seek this other person's approval, the approval of their sister, and you know that of course is very risky, especially if this person wants to do it on their own, which it seems like, you know, they're very adamant on doing. So, hmm, it is. Okay. I will see you again anon, if you excuse me. And that's not to say that the brother isn't at fault either, right? I mean, like, because I think there's something to be said, right? Potentially about, saying like, okay, should you, you're, because again, it's one of those things where it's like, like she's right, like, okay, you should support your brother in like whatever it is, his endeavors are, right? And stuff. Oh, that's over here. Okay, so I'll go this way and then go this way. To support your brother in like whatever endeavors that like they're pursuing and whatnot. But then it's like, yes, like this obsession of trying to make you happy or winning over your approval is a dangerous thing, right? So it's like, where does that come from, and trying to like understand like why this person has that need, that compulsion to win over their approval is an important thing to, I think, like consider. in all of this, in my mind. But you know, there's a lot. I don't know. I have to sit down and definitely like think about this quest, and what's going on between these two, because there's a lot in here. Like there's so much to unpack. Um, hmm. Oh, hold on. I just want to try. You know we have to try. You know we have to try. Hee 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 hee. We got them now. Do we? Okay. It's game over for them. Game over. Alright, I don't think this one's as hard as some of the other ones that I've done. I won't do this for too long. Trust me, I won't do this for too long. I won't do this for too long. I'll just do a little bit. Hopefully I could get... Wait, is there even like a card that you can get from this? I don't even know. I don't even know if there's a card that you can get from this. Because if there isn't a card that you can get from this, then this might not be worth it. I only really want to do it for the card. It's only like primarily why I do this, because I want the card. Okay. Oh, no, it doesn't really matter. I'm only gonna get one anyway. Okay, there we go. Is that the only card that we could get, or are there multiple cards that we can get? Is this the card? So, is this random or is this always the same card? I think it's always the same card, so I'm not gonna do this thing because I think I've done it already, right? So like I think I've already completed the little thing for it. So I'm gonna say that I'm potentially like I've already gotten the card, so I don't need to do it again, but we'll see. I think there's one person who like I've been playing for so long, and it's like I haven't gotten the card of for whatever reason. Why did I choose the adventuring life? Well, I can't really say it's a secret. Okay, so this is an RP moment here, right? For our character. As like, why did Raynith decide all those years ago to become an adventurer? Did she want to see different places? Did it seem exciting? Or was it because a friend told her that she should do it? IRL, a friend recommended it to me, this game. So potentially we should do that. You know, okay, the more I think about it though, I think the friend for like an RP response sounds cool because it builds up, I think it builds up a little bit more of a backstory for Raynith, right? And her character than like what something like saying like, okay, like these other two options or the last option, right? Which is just like not even really an option for me here. I don't want to choose that because I don't think it's good for conversation or thinking about character building. But this makes it seem like Raynith has friends, you know, which of course she does, you know, and everyone who interacts with the stream, you know, is a friend and stuff and whatnot, and who, you know, the people who helped me along the way. So I think that, you know, saying that a friend recommended to me like has some backing, right? That like this isn't really like an endeavor that I'm going on my own, because there's people who have, you know, sort of like helped contribute to get me to where I'm at, which I think is like a very holistic way of thinking about, well, maybe holistic, I don't need, because I don't mean to use the word like wholesome either in this regard, but it's just to imply that in a lot of situations where we go into places, we're sometimes like not necessarily going on our own, that we're going into places, right, because there's people whose work and contributions have allowed us to be in certain places, right? Even if, right, and when I mean work and contributions, I don't necessarily mean, okay, this person like laid down a groundwork or a foundation from which I'm building on top of that allows me to do the things that I'm doing. I just mean more in the sense of, you know, this was a person who was there for me, or who, you know, spoke with me or interacted with me in some way that helped shape eventually where I ended up going, even if I didn't end up going in the direction that maybe this person, you know, was speaking to me about, right? But they provided me information that helped to provide me with a better sense of what I wanted to do or something, right? So I don't know, but something like this I think especially rings true, like thinking about like academics. Anyway, I'll stop talking right now about it and stop, you know, speaking about such things, but yeah, I think a friend recommended to me is a good answer. Okay, so now I think we understand why, I think, a little bit more, right? I don't know, for me it makes a little bit more sense, right? If so if he's talking about like how his sister's like this journalist, right? And he's probably watching his sister, like write all these stories and articles about how, you know, these adventurers are doing like all these great things, and, you know, he's probably gonna like look up to her and be like, wow, like, you know, I want to be like the adventures that my sister's writing about, right? Because she's writing about them in such a good light, and I want my sister to see me the same way that my sister sees these other adventures, right? You know, as well, I mean, you know, that goes into certain things, right? About like, okay, you know, do you want to be seen as like a hero and whatnot? But because I wasn't necessarily getting to that, although I think, you know, you can certainly like make an argument that this person might want to be seen potentially as a hero to their sister. But I was just thinking more in the sense of like overall, right? Like his sister seems very like, yeah, I mean, you would imagine, right, that his sister is saying good things about these adventurers doing these, you know, great deeds or whatever, right? And so he just wants to be seen again in the same light as those other adventurers and be held in the same regard. And therefore winning the approval of his sister. So it might not necessarily be anything that his sister's saying to him, but it's just a byproduct of what his sister is doing as a profession, that leads him to be like, you know, wanting to become an adventurer. Potentially. I don't know. That's just my thought. Yeah, and this is key, right? This is key. Mom OD. Nothing makes me happier than to see you happy, doing what you do. Bye. See you soon, Miss Mamodi. So he's probably still going to continue being an adventurer, right? I mean, I kind of hope so. And that was the person who we were doing this quest with. Or at least who was kind of like running around with us at the same time as we were doing all of this. Oh, where did the sister go? Oh, yes, another cutscene. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I found it. A blue chocobo. Oh, that's cool. We can still read the letters afterward. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy how late it is already. I mean, it's like 5:30, but like I don't feel like I've been playing for too long. That's sweet. Till next time. What, so the Wandering Minstrel could write a ballad about this? I think not. No, I'm kidding. Just joking. Oh, what happened? Unholy Ghostbuster. I'm just taking things at my own pace. That's all I'm doing. Oh, where did the minstrel go? Oh, the ruby exchange. This way. Hiya. Let's hear your ballad. Oh. Sorry, I had to. Kaifia. Kaifia? I don't know. There's no A. There's no A. So. Kahi. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, I'm sure they will. Thank you. Okay, that's cool. There's a letter forest. So that was cool. I certainly wasn't expecting that to, you know, I don't know, go the way that it went, but it was cool. Look at this person. Kind of chilling. Oh, this is a red mage? Makes sense, makes sense. That hat. Okay, sure. Let's try this. Okay. WS to move. Oh. Oh. Oh no! No! Oh! Alright, we gotta do some bouncing. But bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. I gotta bounce, I gotta bounce. It's the only way. Oh no! Oh no. Oh. Yeah, we gotta get behind here, I think. Oh no! No! Oh. Okay. Hehehe. Okay, that was just stage 1? What was stage 2? Okay, okay, okay. Wait, is this guy moving? Die. Oh, whoa! Oh, they're attacking! Oh. Oh no. Okay, okay, now I think I could use this and... be quite good, I think. I think we're in trouble here. We gotta do something. We need to get behind. We need to get behind. Like that's what needs to happen. Oh no. That was... I think it's game over for me. No, that's it. I think my Kupo adventure is over. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, never mind. Maybe there's hope yet. Unless I get killed right here. Oh, never mind. I'm dead. Oh, we didn't do too bad, I don't think. Nah, we could do better next time. But that was fun. Real quick, I'm gonna go out here and just take a look at this mount and see what it's like. That was enjoyable. What's your guys' highest score? Imagine it's a lot better than 7,000. Let's see. Character. Mount guide. Oh wait, I haven't learned it yet, I don't think, right? I need to learn it, like... Yeah, I gotta use it first. Okay, now I could... Rising Phoenix Summon. Actually really cool, like... Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I'll probably end it here. It is about 6 o'clock. So I'll probably just nap a little bit before I have to, like, I don't know, get ready, do the things that I have to do in life to live. But it's been a lot of fun. It was a really good quest line, actually. I wasn't really like expecting it to be as good as it was, but I thought it was very good, actually. So it was a good quest line. It was a very good reward. And there's a fun little mini game as well, which I'm not too terribly sure if that was available before now, but nonetheless, it was enjoyable. And hopefully everyone who watched had an enjoyable time as well. I'll hopefully be able to stream again soon. Hopefully there won't be that long of a wait between the previous stream and the next stream, or at least like this stream and like whenever I am able to stream again. Unless I like make like any sort of like big announcement, like, hey, like I'm not gonna play for a little bit because of everything that's going on this week or something like that. But I'm just just the way I live my life, like I just don't really always know exactly like what's gonna happen. Like I try to be very flexible, so if somebody asks me to do something, or people want to do stuff, like I'm typically like very free to do it. So I'm trying to keep myself available to those types of things. So it's hard to always like 100% know exactly like when things are gonna happen. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just one of those things. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to stream again soon. Potentially tomorrow, actually, because it's Thursday morning, so I might be able to do Friday as well in the mornings. And I don't know if the morning streams would become potentially like a regular thing. And I feel fine doing them because I sometimes like I think I would be more free in the evenings, and that just doesn't end up being true. And so sometimes like actually like the mornings like right now like worked really well for me. So I don't know like if this will become a regular thing for me to do in the future. It might, but it might not. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. I think the one good thing about potentially doing it a little bit later in the evenings is that it might give people a chance to join the stream and do like live chat and whatnot. Like that I think that was like one of my main considerations, but also like, you know, that might not be like a huge factor either, potentially, but I mean it could be, so we'll see. But I think I might do some more streaming in the morning. I do have to come up with like a new title, I think, for my stream as well. Like I mean I did change it, you know, because I'm playing in the morning, and I just thought I wanted to make something that's a little bit more reflective of that. And I've been talking about changing my thumbnail for a little bit as well, and I haven't done that either. But you know, we'll see you know, how these things end up playing out. I've been looking for like a good screenshot, and I just haven't really like found one that I really like, that I think would make a cool thumbnail. Though I'm sure if I look more thoroughly I might be able to find something that I enjoy. But in any case, I'm already getting really tired. I am quite tired now. I've been up for about 3 hours, and it's 6 o'clock now, so you know, if anybody's watching this, have a good day, have a good evening, have a good morning, wherever you are, and whenever you're watching this. And yeah, it was a very good quest. It was really enjoyable, and hopefully if you're doing the quest as well, hopefully you enjoyed it too. So yeah, it's been nice. Take care, and yeah, see you all around soon. Bye.